Doc Watson died yesterday. It may be the day before by the time I post this. Doc Watson died on Tuesday in North America. And he's one of my favorite musicians. And one thing that I always really appreciated about Doc Watson, and I say this only apparently because I never knew him personally, that would have been cool. Just from listening to him talking and singing and playing, one thing that was apparent to me was how comfortable he seemed to be being himself, which I think takes a lot of humility and a lot of self-esteem and humility at the same time. And he was so talented, but yet when there were things he just couldn't do, he just didn't do them, and he was comfortable doing what he could do really well. And if I could play guitar really well, I would hope that I would be that humble about it. And since I can't play guitar really well, I am still going to try to be just that easygoing about what I can and can't do. Here we go. This is page 75, Travelin Man. And I learned this song from a recording that Doc Watson did of it. Folks, I want to tell you about a man named Bloom. He come from down in New Orleans and made his living stealing chickens and anything else he could see. That pop-eyed man, he runs so fast that his feet would never stay in the road. And if a freight train passed, no matter how fast, well, he could always get on board. He was a traveling man. Well, he certainly was a traveling man. He was the most travelingest man that ever was in the land. He traveled east and he traveled west. He was known for miles around. And he never got caught and he never got whooped till the police shot him down. Well, the police shot him with a rifle and the bullet went through his head. The folks was coming from miles around just to see if that boy was dead. Telegram down south to where his mama lived. She was all upset with tears. Woo! But she walked up and opened the coffin lid, but that fool had disappeared. Well, chorus, he was a traveling man. The chorus is safe. He certainly was a traveling man. He was the most travelingest man that ever was in the land. Well, he traveled east and he traveled west. He was known for miles around. He never got caught and he never got whooped till the police shot him down. Now Bloom was on the Titanic ship when it was sinking low. He was standing outside the railing and his head was hanging low. But when the people saw him jump overboard, what a crazy fool, they said. I mean, get a load of that crazy fool. But just 45 minutes after that, he was shooting craps in Liverpool. He was a traveling man. I didn't bother to learn the lyrics before. Certainly was a traveling man. He was the most travelingest man that ever was in the land. He traveled east and he traveled west. That would have been good. He was known for miles around. And he never got caught and he never got whooped till the police shot him down. Okay, I'm gonna read this one. Well, Bloom went down to the spring one day to fetch himself a pail of water. And the distance that rascal had to traverse was approximately 3 miles and a quarter. They actually wrote that out. Well, now he filled up the bucket and he started back, but he stumbled and he fell down. But he ran to the house and he grabbed another bucket, caught the water before it hit the ground. He was a traveling man. He certainly was a traveling man. He was the most travelingest man that ever was in the land. Well, he traveled east and he also traveled west. He was known known for miles around. But he never got caught, and he never got whooped, till the police shot him down. We got another verse. Now the police caught Bloom at last. They had him up to hang one day. Now the judge leaned over, said, "My good man, don't you got any last words to say?" Bloom asked the courtroom to bow their heads, and they bowed their heads in prayer. Then he crossed one leg, and he winked one eye, and he vanished right up in the air. Last chorus, he was a traveling man. We'll quit while we're ahead. He certainly was a traveling man. He was the most travelingest man that ever was in the land. Well, he traveled east and he traveled west. He was known for miles around. But he never got caught and he never got whooped, till the police shot him down. Till the police shot him down. I'm gonna keep it slow, keep it going here just to do the chords, because the verses and the chorus have the same chords, okay? At the beginning, I improvised a little bit with the chord pattern, but here's what it is, real and true. He was a dinosaur. He was a gorilla 7 dinosaur. Stay on dinosaur, and then it's a brontosaurus minor. That's a kind of a dinosaur. Elephant. Alligator. Dinosaur. Gorilla 7 dinosaur. Gorilla with no 7, and then a normal dinosaur, and then an elephant. Alligator. D for dinosaur. Have a good day.